I have been able to tap into the dark side of magic, purely to understand it. With understanding, I will defeat those that use it against me. Like many of the Dark Lords I shall face in this war, I have now been able to summon up and create dark forces, monsters that plague the lands. I have created a cell in which to trap and destroy them. It was not without mistakes and destruction, but I have rebuilt it stronger, now I understand. I am now using the dark powers to create. Proof that the magics can be used for good, and those that wield blood magic choose to do evil with it. Welcome back to another episode of A Druid's Tale. Last episode we completed tiers 1 through 4 of the Blood Altar in order to make a single ritual work. In order to make a single ritual, a Well of Suffering. And now, today, I want to show you the results and then fix a few issues that I've got with it. So, I've put my Master Blood Orb in here. I've also turned my game sounds right down so you can't hear what's going on. As you can see, it's gaining and losing LP into the network. But my actual network is gaining very, very rapidly. Now, that's the Well of Suffering's doing. The Well of Suffering takes 2 LP per mob that it hurts and gives me 10 LP. That's I think it's 10. That gives me a profit of about 8 LP per hit on the mobs. And at the moment, I've got Enderman down here being spawned in. Now, it's got the Cursed Earth down here. It's got the Cursed Earth, and it's doing the Cursed Earth thing. But then I thought, actually, why am I doing it with just Cursed Earth when I could be spawning in much faster? I did say I was going to set up another linking book from the spawner into here. Well, I've got Enderman now, and it's starting to get a little bit laggy around there. Frame rate drops, laggy. So I think the problem I'm getting now is too many entities. So not only are there too many Endermen there, but there are too many Ender Pearls there. So I need to now get a better system of getting these in and out, that's for sure. Take that out, there we go, and shut them up. Right, so with that quiet, this should kill off the last of the Endermen. Hi, beacons. The beacons have only just started doing that. Only just started doing that. Now we've got the frame rate stabilized. The beacons are okay again. Okay, that's good. Alright, so down here, these guys should be finished off by now. Well, nearly. Nearly finishing them off. But as you can see, there's a lot of ender pearls on the ground. Lots and lots of ender pearls where they've been dying for ages and ages. An Enderman has 40 hearts. And so the Well of Suffering does a heart of damage per, well, little hiccup, as you can see they're taking. So that's quite a few rounds or turns or ticks or whatever you want to call it, that it's doing them damage and filling up the altar. And when there were so many of them, it was doing that quite quickly, quite a lot. Now, I'm experimenting at the minute because there's things like this golem in here, which picks up blocks and throws them away. So I was experimenting to see what things could spawn on the Cursed Earth and what things could blow the place up or eat the place up. I mean, obviously the creeper could eat the place up, but it doesn't unless it can see a player. I've even had the big ogres spawn in here, expecting the ogres to try and start destroying the place as soon as they start taking hits of damage. But as it goes, I've just got a lot of mob drops just sitting there, and I can't get them out. So today, I want to do the Call of the Zephyr ritual. The Call of the Zephyr ritual basically sucks in items from nearby that are on the floor, like, and it puts it into a chest that it's got close by to it. Now, it doesn't cost me too many ritual stones, but it does cost me a few ritual stones, and so I'm going to need to get that bit sorted out. So, what do we got in here? We've got nothing in there right now. Okay, so I've got, there we go, 24 blank slates. That's going to be divided by 4, so that will give me 4 recipes of the ritual stone, which give me 4 of those, and I'll use 4 for that. So I've actually probably got enough, but I wanted to show you how cool this was. Let's just put 1 in there, right? So this is now going down because I'm making the crafting recipe. When I had it on with the Enderman, that was basically just going up all the time. And look, it's going back up very quickly now when there's something down there to kill. So with my little mob farm spawner over there, it's okay. The only problem with that, right? I'll tell you that in a sec. With the spawner over there, spawning them into the chamber. Oh, that's the guy. That's the thing that I was worried about. That's the thing that I was worried about. He's blasting parts of the thing. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Yeah. Yeah, right, okay. That's exactly what I was worried about. So, now I've got the next thing that I've got to worry about. Let's take some blocks quick and cover it over. Yes, I knew this. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I had a theory that that was going to happen. The big green ogre was fine, but the big red ogre, not so fine. Not so fine. He blows stuff up when he takes damage. So now, look at all the damage he's done. Yeah. Okay, so the ritual is no longer activated because he blew up some of the ritual. My altar is no longer secure. Let's quickly grab everything that we can. There we go. Right, so I do need to keep it down a level because they must be able to spawn only in a 3 high area. So I need to quickly get rid of this stuff before any more spawn. Just because. And then reduce the height so that the ogres can't spawn in here. I was risking it. I knew I was risking it when I set it all up like this. I knew I was risking it. And now I've got to do a few other little bits and pieces just to work on getting this set up right. That's the first one of the red ogres that spawned. The green ogre has spawned and there was no issue whatsoever. But a red ogre, as soon as it starts taking damage, it kills my thing. So now I've lost a bit of time. A little bit of time, but not a lot of time. I've got a couple of spare runes that I can put on to make this a straight altar again. Like there and there. I can take those out now I've done that. And it doesn't take much to make the things that did get broken. One more runic ritual stone, and I can fix that. I do have enough LP in my network, absolutely tons of LP on my network, to be able to add in the ritual again and start it all going again. But I'm glad I found that out early on. I'm almost tempted to just bring the floor up, save myself a bit of time. Just bring the floor up to there instead. So it's above the ritual instead of on the ritual. And then there's just those 2 blocks height. But I wanted to see it. I wanted to have a nice big chamber that I could see it in. But now if I'm going to go 2 blocks high, it would actually be the bottom of the thing would be there. Which means that this would be where the floor is. I'm not so sure I like that, but if I'm going to get those big ogres blowing things up, then I'm going to have to live with it, aren't I? So I'll be able to come along here. Oh, in here. Let's put a torch back there. And I'll still be able to see in. I'll still get a chamber view. I'll still be able to see their feet and what's spawning inside it. So yeah, that is still going to be my best bet. And yeah, once I've done the repairs and sorted that out, I've just got to make a few more of these ritual stones from the reinforced slates and some obsidian to fix that bit as well. So that I can do the Call of the Zephyr, so that I can then have stuff being picked up, all the drops being picked up instead of just lying on the floor causing me some lag and also going to waste. I may as well use the produce of this spawner just because I can. Okay, so after a mini little patch up, I've taken rid of the self-sacrifice ones. I decided that I wasn't going to self-sacrifice quite so much, so therefore I didn't need them. So I just replaced them with normal runes. They work just the same, they just don't need to be advanced. I might replace them with something else a bit later on. Same with the speed runes up there. They got shot as well. Speed runes, I've had those in there for a while, but I'm not making so much stuff anymore. I do need to make a ton more runes for going all the way around the outside to do tier 5 and 6, but I don't really need tier 5 and 6 just yet. I don't need it just yet. Tier 5, I've just got to kill 2 more wither bosses. In fact, I should possibly light that area. That's it. I've been checking around to see if it's dark, and I guess those have been knocked out while I've been doing stuff. Yeah, so I don't really need a tier 5 just yet, even though it'd be as easy as killing 2 wither bosses. If that's easy. Yeah, it's easier now. But I've had to change this whole setup around so that it's 2 high now instead of 3 high. So Enderman can't go in there anymore. And the ogres shouldn't be able to spawn in there. I am getting witches in there, which I'm very pleased about, because witches heal themselves up. So they're worth more to me as a sacrifice, witches, than all the others, really. Because witches keep themselves alive, which is good. The trouble is, though, I'm still getting a lot of drops. So this is where this ritual comes into it. And I think I'm going to put it over this side where I've virtually completed my beacon. And hope that it reaches, really. I hope that it reaches. Now, I'm not sure how many it takes, but I think I've got enough. And I don't think I need to worry about space too much. I think it kind of works within this space. Yeah, I don't think it's more than 1 block higher or 1 block lower than it. As I remember, it's a fairly compact little air thing. The Call of the Zephyr, or the something of the Zephyr. Let's see, Regeneration, Feathered Earth. I need the Zephyr, Call of the Zephyr, there we go. Right, 17 should be more than enough to do it. Yeah. That looks right. We've got 4 on the bottom. We've got... Oh, maybe I haven't got it right. Maybe I need some more space up here. Let me just take this out, because that's just a marker anyway. Just take these out and just make sure that everything's okay with it before I finalise where it's going to go. Yeah, it's all fine. Yeah, that's good. So it's all working. And if I give it a tweak with this now, rush of energy through the ritual. Yeah, okay. So that's fine. And I should find that as soon as I put this on, boink, everything, yeah, all of that stuff and everything in there all gets sucked up quickly. Yeah, everything's gone out of there, look. And also some of the blocks that were on the floor also come into my inventory. Awesome. Now I can put that back like so. That might be my only problem just there. So I'm going to have a ritual stone above it. But I don't know if that makes any difference to whether or not things can go into it. I may need to take the whole thing down one. If we see some stuff on the floor now. Any stuff on the floor? No, I don't see any stuff on the floor yet. I just want to see. If stuff from the floor goes into there, then it doesn't matter about the chest not being openable. Die, would you? Oh, my witch died as well. Yeah, she died eventually. Yeah, it's gone. I could do a ritual of regeneration close by as well, so that the mobs regenerate at the same time, but I can't be bothered at the minute. And for right now, I'm going to take this off, even though I know it's working. That's good. And take that back. Hey, that's another cool thing. I got my silver sword from Dr. Zark. More creatures, silver sword, by killing enough of those silver guys. Alright, so, silver sword, I'm going to take that. Arrows, I'm going to take that. Silver sword, arrows. String, I'm going to take that. Bone, I'm going to take that. Gunpowder, I'm going to take that. That torch is mine anyway. The zombie brain and the rotten flesh, not bothered about right now. So, what I want to do here is set up a system that will store the things, all the things for me. So I'm going to run it underneath here, and that'll give me, yeah, access to it easily enough from over here. It's going to be quite tightly packed down here by the time I'm finished, but it's all the underside of everything, so it's not too bad. And really I want to be taking it outside, but as it's mob drops, I will leave it all in here. And that one will just have to make sure that that's not going to be a ritual thing ever. Okay, so next up, barrels. Of course, barrels. Barrels are awesome. I love barrels. I love jabber barrels. They are awesome for almost every purpose known to mankind or modded players. They are awesome. I like them, and I'm going to put them there like that. Okay, so that gives me quite a selection of stuff. I want to keep the swords, so I'm going to put them in there. I want the arrows, so I'm going to put them in there. Why not? I want string, so I'm going to take that out of there and put that. Take that out of there and put that in there. Get out of it. Get out of it. Stop putting stuff everywhere. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's no good. I don't want that. And I want to put bones in there. There we go. Put bones. So they're the mob drops that I like. I'm going to keep those. But I don't like that. So I'm going to get rid of everything else. So far, so good. Zombie brains, get rid. Zombie flesh, going to get rid. So I'm just letting it take its toll there. Yeah, that's all the zombie flesh. Yeah, that's good. Rotten flesh in there. We can throw that back in there and that back in there, because that should go into the right places. What I need to do before I set up the trash can at the end, which I want to do, I want to just set up a trash can at the end, so anything that doesn't go into one of these ends up coming through here and into a trash can, just like so it doesn't get blocked up. What I want to do is allocate storage to everything that I want to keep first. So there's my thinking. So for right now, I think I just need another chest at the end, just to see what isn't filtering into it. So it'll be rotten flesh and stuff like that. I mean, one of the biggest things was zombie brains and rotten flesh that I got tons and tons of. But it'd be nice if I could do something. Well, actually, I can't do Enderman anymore, can I? I can't do Ender Pearls, so that's just not going to happen, is it? Yeah, I guess that's just not going to happen. Never mind, no, never mind. Do I have my wood on me? No, I don't. Do I have the chest in here? Yes, I do. There we go. I've got a chest in there all along. So yeah, I'm very organised today. The Call of the Zephyr thing was the thing that I wanted to get sorted out the mostest today. And throw that stuff in there. Get sorted out the mostest because it was kind of annoying to me. I can't believe it put a trash can in there. But of course, I break anything within range of the Zephyr and it's going to do it for me. The Call of the Zephyr just zaps items into its inventory. So I'm going to have to be very careful as well. Yes, that's another thing. So I might need to keep it that I've got this chest and then only extract from the chest things that are definitely going to waste. So I'll probably need to put on a servo and a thing, or a filter, anything to protect the random loot. Because for instance, right, if I come up here and I'm standing up here somewhere and I'm doing a bit of something and all of a sudden, oh, I press Q instead. Oh, it's gone. My axe is gone. Where's my pickaxe gone? It's gone in the Zephyr, because the Zephyr's picked it up instantly, zapped it away. And that could be a problem, especially if I've got a trash can at the end here. That would have been gone. So yeah, I do need to sort out something else there before I make a big mistake that I'll be crying over all the time. But for right now, that is at least working nicely, all topped up, all good. And I've got to start making some more of these ritual bits and pieces. Well, not ritual stones, but the runes, and start making the next tier of runes from it. But now I should be able to automate it quickly going through there. So let us have a sleep and then do something different for the rest of the episode. Alrighty, so I've got a plan of something to do. I want to make myself a Sigil of the Green Grove. Sigil of the Green Grove is probably the most druidic thing there is inside of blood magic. Sigil of the Green Grove. It makes things grow faster, like a bone meal effect. 3 sugarcane, 4 oak saplings, and an orb and a reinforced slate. I've got it. It's easy. It's very simple to make. So let's make one, shall we? I just want to see if it's working in this pack properly, and see if it works down in the greenhouse to make sure that that sort of stuff works. Could add a lot of time to things, or take a lot of time away from things. There we go. Hey. And we'll throw another one in there while we're at it. Actually, we'll throw the whole stack in there and let them all just do as fast as they can. There we go. That'll get me a load more reinforced slates, because I've got to make the next tier. So I may as well be working on that in the background. So what do we got? It was that in the middle, those 3 around the outsides, and 4 of those, and then we put an orb in. Well, let's take a master orb, why not? We have a lot of LP on our network right now. Sigil of the Green Grove it is. Awesome. Okay, how much have I got in my network right now? Quite a lot, I tell you. Quite a lot. Let's see. We are 510,441 constantly, well, not... Okay, it's going down constantly because the ritual down there is using it. But the ritual is also putting it into here and then being used up by the stone. So it's kind of being used up. I've got enough just to leave it running for now. Otherwise, I would put my orb, one of the orb, well, the master's orb, back into there while I'm not using it, so that it would constantly be feeding into my LP network. And it's about to be night, so Sigil of the Green Grove, let's activate. It is activated, and now it should do stuff. Let's see, can I... Yeah, I can bone meal the ground anytime I want with a bit of LP. That's awesome for gardening. Yes, yes, yes. That's awesome for gardening. And sun goes down. Come on, sun down. Sun down. Yes, let's sleep. Okay, so now I want to test it out to see if it works over on the greenhouse. Does it have the greenhouse effect? Does it have the greenhouse effect? Let's see if this stuff grows faster. So, let's start with a nice simple one. How about this? Do you grow faster? When you activate it, does that make you grow faster? Doesn't appear to make you grow much faster if you are growing faster. Doesn't make you fruit faster if that's the case. If I put cotton seeds down just normally, like that, do you grow faster? If I bone meal you, you grow faster. Yeah, that's for sure. So I can bone meal effect, that works. But does it just work generally? No, just being around me doesn't work. If I shift click, I turn it off, and then I can still do that. But if I activate it and then click it, it does the bone meal effect a lot faster. Okay. I thought it was kind of on, and that gives you an area of effect, bone mealing. Things just grew up faster. But it doesn't seem to be working here. I thought that was the case, but obviously not. Okay, well, that's that idea sorted. We've got that done. That means that I can not worry about my bone mealing this lot anymore. A lot of these are 10-10-10s already. I've got a load of 10-10-10s. And I'd like to start building the farms to be able to feed the world. Feed the world of everything. And now I've got this Sigil of the Green Grove, I should be able to have the unlimited bone meal effect that I so desire. It's a lot better than using the watering can for things. A lot better than using the watering can. And how do I use it on you? Like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's activated and I can turn it off. That's okay. That's easy. There's lots of... I'm nearly into the wall there. There's lots of other sigils and things that I could be doing right now, but they're the first ones that I wanted to do. I wanted this area over here. You're struggling a bit, aren't you? Just have one at a time. There's a lot of sigils that I wanted to do. Water sigil, not so much. Lava sigil, maybe. Void sigil, air sigil, fast miner sigil. They're all okay. Sigil of holding, that holds your sigils. That's pretty good. There's quite a few cool sigils involved here. Like the blood lamp is pretty cool. Suppression and whatever that one is. That one doesn't have anything. Fluids, it doesn't have a name though. It's at a number 4571. Okay. Sigil of Sight. Harvest of the Goddess. That's going to be a good one. But that one requires me to have Ethereal Slate, which requires a tier 5 altar with a demonic slate in. So I'll work up to that one. Compression, Assassin, and there's some Sanguimancy ones as well. Teleportation. Oh, cool. Alright, well, I'll mess around with those ones a little later on. Thank you very, very much for watching another episode of A Druid's Tale. I hope you like my Well of Suffering. It's very, very nice. I've just got to decorate the gardens around the place. I think that's the thing before I leave it alone for a little bit. So I'll do that off camera and let you see it all when you come back next episode. Thank you very, 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 very much for watching. I will see you again very soon.